Hello dear friends, I will tell you exactly why do we become what we think about. Well, I will tell you how it works as far as we can understand. To do this, we should talk about a situation that parallel the human mind. See, the main reason is that we are blessed with at the time of our birth, which the greatest treasure of riches in the form of the power of mind. The mind, whatever it conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So if we really use our intelligence in a very effective way by desiring, deciding, having a lot of faith, belief, confidence, persisting infinitely with a lot of patience in the alliance with knowledgeable persons with proper plan of action, we will definitely become what we think about. And I can prove it in this following way. Suppose a farmer has some land and it's good, fertile land. Now the land gives the farmer a choice. He may plant it, that land, whatever he chooses, the land does not care at all. It's up to the farmer to make the decision and choice. Remember, we are comparing the human mind with the land because the mind, like the land, does not care what you plant in it. It will return what you want, what you plant, but it doesn't care what you plant. Choice is yours. That's why I tell you, if you always think about negative thoughts, we will become negative. If you always think positive thoughts, we become positive. And again, the same old poem, Wind of Fate. One ship drives east, another drives west. With the self-same wind that blows, it is the set of the cells and not the gulls which tells us the way to go. Like the wind of seas or the wind of fate, as we voyage along through life, it's the set of the souls that decides the goals and not the calm or strife. So it is our ability to plant whatever seed of thought and idea we want to put in our mind. Now let's say that the farmer has two seeds in his hand. One is seed of rose flower and another is the seed of a thorny flower. He digs two little holes in earth and plants both seeds. One the rose and another of a thorny bush. He covers up the holes, waters and takes care of the land. What will happen? Invariably the land will return what planted. As is written in the Bible, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Remember, the land does not care. It will return rose in just as powerful abundance as it will give you the thorny bushes. So up comes the two plants, one of a beautiful rose and another of a thorny bush. The human mind is far more fertile, far more incredible and mysterious than the land. It works the same way. It does not care what you plant, success or failure, a concrete, worthwhile goal or confusion, fear or frustration, misunderstanding, anxieties, worries. It is up to you. But what we plant, we must return to us. Let's see, the human mind is the last great unexplored continent on earth. It contains riches beyond our wildest dreams. It will return anything we plant, the seed of an idea. We may say that it is true. We don't get what we don't plant. Why don't people use the mind then more effectively and more carefully? There is also a reason for that. Our mind comes as a standard equipment at birth. It's free. As things that they are given to us nothing, we place little value on it. Things that we pay money, we value much more than that. The paradox is that exactly the reverse is true. Everything that's really worthwhile in life comes to us as free. But those who cost us very little, we give much more value to it. For example, our mind, our souls, our bodies, our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions, our intelligence. They are all the precious things on our earth. Loves of family and children and friends and country. All these priceless possessions are free and we pay very little value to it. But the things that cost money are actually very cheap and can be replaced at any time at our sweet will. A good man can be completely wiped out and make another fortune. A bankrupt can become another time a millionaire and billionaire. He can do that several times in his lifespan of time. Even if our home burns, our cars are burnt and stolen, we can replace them within no time. But these precious things, the mind, the power of mind, which seldom people use and seldom they become great. Those who realize the power of the mind, they understand it, embrace it and use it. They are the people who have become most successful in life. But the people who have not used their intelligence, they are the victims of the stray wind of circumstances and they have miseries, failures, and life is nothing but bags of burdens and it is miserable circumstances. Human mind is not used because we take it for granted. Familiarity breeds contempt. It can do any kind of job we assign to it, but generally speaking, we use it for little jobs instead of big important ones. It is proved by the philosophers, by the scientists, that the most successful person has used only a tiny fraction of the power of the brain, hardly 10% maximum. My friends, this is our sincere attempt that God has given us at the time of our birth, the greatest riches in the form of the power to control and direct our mind toward the realization of the worthy ideals in our life. And we can become what we think about. That is the thinking power of the mind. The irony and tragedy of the human race is that people seldom think. Because if you have original thoughts, you can invent, you can discover, you get new thoughts and ideas. As did a lot of peoples henceforth. Right, brothers? And so on and so forth. That's why the world is so beautiful. You can become another such glittering, glorious, honorable, serviceable, useful, productive, kind, compassionate person in the galaxy of such stars who have revolutionized the history of mankind. New civilization, new invention is the child of your brain. So use your thinking power. And there is no doubt that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And then you can be absolutely sure you become what you think about. With best of luck and best wishes, your beloved friend Virendra Dear here. Thank you very much for watching the video.